everyone. Maya Belay here from Fox 8. We're going to get things kicked off this One World Day with the banner being led by the city of Cleveland. We also have the color guard here. Thank you so much, City of Cleveland Police, for keeping the city safe. We appreciate it.
To show our support for the people of Ukraine and the Ukrainian community this year, the unit from Ukrainian Cultural Gardens are leading off our parade. Ukrainian groups will also be the first performers on Centennial Plaza stage today. The Ukrainian Cultural Garden was established in 1940 and is sponsored by the Ukrainian Museum Archives in Tremont, where the first Ukrainians arrived in the Cleveland area back in the mid-1880s. You can't miss the large statue of the poet in the garden. Our grand marshals today, welcome and thank you for kicking off our parade along with the mayor of the city of Cleveland. Welcome. The Ukrainian Cultural Garden was established back in 1940 and is sponsored by the Ukrainian Museum Archives in Tremont. Thank you for kicking off the parade.
Glory to Ukraine!
Featuring the music of Franz Liszt, the great Hungarian composer and pianist and subject of Lismania. It was the first rock star there. Be sure to visit the Budapest Cafe and the Hungarian Garden's upper level of East Boulevard. Right behind them is the French Garden. The French are another new in-progress garden. Their plans have been approved by the City and Federation, so phase 1 is about to begin. The French-American Chamber of Commerce Ohio chapter recently celebrated Bastille Day at the site of the future French Cultural Garden.
Now we welcome the Irish Garden. Marching are the Murphy Irish dancers who will perform at the Irish Garden at 2:30. So in April, they won second place in the World Championship of Irish Dance held in Ireland. The Irish Cultural Garden was dedicated in 1939. So if you look at the Irish Garden from above, you will see that it is laid out in the shape of a Celtic cross. In 2012, the Prime Minister of Ireland visited the Irish Cultural Garden and was greatly impressed. Because of the heat and humidity, the Irish wolf hounds, well, they will not be marching. Oh. But stop by the Irish Garden for music, dance, and to quench your thirst at the pub in the park. Thank you, Irish Garden.
And leading the group is the the Irish American Club East Side Pipe and Drum Corps. Congratulations! Woo!
And next up is the Armenian Garden. I love the excitement. The Armenian Cultural Garden celebrates the distinctive identity of the Armenian people. The garden was established in 2010. The alphabet monument is the central symbol, alluding to the fact that the Armenian alphabet emerged as a result of Armenia's conversion to Christianity. An Armenian saint invented the alphabet circa 404 CE in order to translate the Bible into the Armenian language. And up next is the African American Cultural Garden. So you hear the Lawrenceville High School Marching Band. The annual Juneteenth celebration held in the African American Cultural Garden was June 18, 2016, was special because it included the ribbon cutting and dedication of Phase 1. They were the first to build a garden after the Shakespeare Garden and signaled the formal beginning of the cultural gardens back in 1926. The nearly 100-year-old fountain made of Jerusalem marble is the cornerstone of the garden and was recently renovated. The area surrounding the fountain is in the shape of the Star of David, which can also be found on the Israeli flag. A variety of Jewish figures are honored in the Hebrew Garden, including well-known people such as Steven Spielberg, Albert Einstein, and Sigmund Freud. They are proud to participate in this parade of flags and invite you to join them for music at 1 o'clock. Welcome. Representing the island nation of the Philippines, members of the Philippine American Society of Ohio Foundation proudly carry the flag and wear traditional garments made of woven pineapple fiber featuring intricate embroidery. Paso Foundation was founded back in 1967 and continues today with a mission of celebrating and preserving Filipino cultural and heritage. The Philippine American Culture and Civic Center in Parma serves as home away from home for Filipinos in Northeast Ohio. Welcome to the Indian community. They're celebrating their 75th Independence Day. We're honored to have as flag bearer Mr. Om Juka, who at 104 years old is the eldest in the community.
He witnessed India's first Independence Day on August 15, 1947. Stop by the Indian Garden today for many Independence Day events and to wish him a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, India!
नमस्कार एकदम व्यवस्थित वाटतं तुम्ही एकदम फिट वाटतात
Now we are welcoming Uzbekistan. They are another new in-progress garden. Uzbekistan's population of 30 million is larger than most countries in Europe. Uzbekistan is the shining pearl of the East, the center of the Great Silk Road, and a country born of an ancient civilization and a profound culture with a large quantity of monuments and historical buildings. Thank you, Uzbekistan. All right, you hear the bagpipes, you know that Scottish is coming here. The newly authorized Scottish Cultural Garden Society is a group of people interested in the culture and history of Scotland and their people. Membership is open to participation by individuals and families of all ages. Scottish ancestry is not a requirement. The Society's objectives are fun, fellowship, and sharing cultural information. Be sure to visit the Scottish Garden for bagpipes and to try your skill at the putting green. Scotland is the origin and home of the game of golf. We are happy to welcome the Jordanian community, which is making its first appearance in the Parade of Flags. The unified Jordanian community in the U.S. is working hard to share the rich culture of Jordan. Welcome to the Parade of Flags.
Up next, we have Indonesia. Indonesia is an archipelago country located in Southeast Asia, lying between the Indian Ocean and the Pacific Ocean. Indonesia's motto is unity and diversity. It signifies the country's myriad of cultures and ethnicities, with all its people living together largely in peace. As one of the most ethnically diverse societies, Indonesia consists of 1,300 ethnic groups, and more than 700 living languages are spoken in Indonesia. Please enjoy the traditional folk music, dance, and variety of traditional clothes, and the parade representing differences in ethnic groups in Indonesia.
Next up, we have our friends from the Pakistan Garden, and they are participating with stick claps, part of their cultural music heritage. The Pakistani community held a groundbreaking ceremony in May of 2022 and unveiled impressive plans for Phase 1 of the garden. Yes! Yeah, I love it. So here we go. Visit today for music, food, and culture, and hear the beat of the double-sided barrel drum called a dol.
All right, next up we have the Croatian Garden. Marching today are members of the Cleveland Junior Tamburicans. The Croatian Cultural Garden was dedicated in 2012 and features one of the most popular statues in the gardens. The Immigrant Mother statue is a tribute to all of the women who left their homes, often with kids in tow, to settle in America. There is a beautiful waterfall cascading from the upper to lower level. All right, now the Ethiopian Garden, a culture that I am very proud to represent. The Ethiopian Garden was the first cultural garden from a country in Africa. On the front of the large Ethiopian Cultural Garden monument are panels depicting a broad period of Ethiopian history. The back panel is titled "When the Sun Gets the Moon." Visit the garden and take part in the coffee ceremony. Did you know that coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia? Welcome, Ethiopian Garden. And here comes the German Garden. There are more people of German heritage in Ohio than any other group. The German Garden was dedicated in 1929. A highlight of the German Cultural Garden is the massive Gosch-Schiller Monument, which is an exact copy of the original in Hamburg, Germany. You will also see Bach, Beethoven, and other German cultural figures have a brat and a beer in the beer garden in the German Garden upper level. Welcome to the German Garden.
Welcome, Italy. The Italian Cultural Garden was conceived and designed in the spirit of the Italian Renaissance, with large walkways, benches, and two large winding staircases leading to the lower level of the amphitheater. It was dedicated back in October 12, 1930, as a symbol of contribution of Italian culture to America. The annual opera in the Italian Garden draws thousands of people every year. The One World Day Children's Village is located in the Italian Garden's upper level. Be sure to stop by and see them.
The Estonian Garden was dedicated in 1966 and remodeled and rededicated in 2010. The ascribed flame, the center of the garden, was considered a bold move for Cleveland's Estonians community in 1966 because it represented freedom. At the time, Estonia was still part of the former Soviet Union. Each year, the Estonian community and friends gather to celebrate Estonian Victory Day and St. John's Day. The colors of the Estonian flag are blue for the blue sky, black for the rich soil, and white for the pure of heart.
And welcome, Latvia. The Cleveland Latvian Dance Group, as well as the garden representatives, are proud to take part in One World Day Parade. The Latvia Garden was dedicated in 2006. Like the two other Baltic states, it was under Soviet rule from the end of World War II in 1945 until independence was regained in 1990. The center arch sculpture is granite boulder from Latvia. The center arch represents the passage of immigrants to the United States. The silhouette is a woman in traditional folk dress and signifies the strength and spirit of the Latvian people. The dance, design elements, and engraved on the stone. Our next group is Haiti. Welcome to the Cleveland Haitian Network. Haiti is the most populous country in the Caribbean. The name Haiti means the land of high mountains. It shares the island with Hispaniola and the Dominican Republic. Welcome.
Up next is the Lithuanian Garden. It was dedicated in 1936. The garden design is in the form of a lyre. It extends from East Boulevard to MLK Junior Drive. It consists of 3 levels. The East Boulevard level is set off from the lower levels by a beautiful serpentine balustrade. Welcome.
All right, now we have the Greek Garden. We have delegates of the Greek Garden who are longtime friends of One World Day. The Greek Garden was dedicated in 1940. Here's a special sneak peek announcement. The Greek Garden will be unveiling an impressive brand new addition on September 4th, so stay tuned. Stop by to enjoy great food and learn more about one of the oldest gardens. Opa!
Up next, we have the Vietnamese Garden. The Vietnamese marchers represent their inspiring heritage, their history based on independence and democracy, and their beautiful culture. The marchers display their flag, which represents all 3 parts of Vietnam. The garden was dedicated back in 2020. Welcome!
Hey, there he is! Dan Hanson! This is for Gabby. Gabby.
Good, good. Peru? Oh no, Russia. Rusin. That's Rusin.
ClevelandPeople.com. Here he is.
I gotta find.
Up next, we have the Rusin Garden. And no, it's not Russian, it's Rusin. Oh, okay. Carpathian Rusin. I'm getting my education this morning. So they are people from the Carpathian Mountains in Eastern Europe in Poland, Slovakia, and Ukraine. The red bear on the Rusin flag represents the Carpathian Mountains, and the 3 gold bars, the region's 3 major rivers. The Rusin Garden was dedicated in 1939. Rusin immigrants came to Cleveland during the 1880s to World War I. Today at 1:30, they will officially change the name of their garden to Carpatho Rusin Garden. Thank you, Rusin. Next, we have the Peruvian Garden. The Republic of Peru is a mega diverse country with habitats ranging from Pacific coastal region, extending to the Andes Mountains, to the tropical Amazon basin rainforest, where more than 30 million people are living. The Peruvian people are a unique blend of indigenous, Spanish, and African ethnicities. Peru is famous for its vibrant culture, history, and world-class cuisine. Peru is home of the Inca civilization and Machu Picchu. Viva Peru!
Yeah, and then my
Thank you, Peru. Next up, we have the Czech Garden. Now, the Czech Garden is located on East Boulevard. It is represented by the Sokol Greater Cleveland dancers in their colorful costumes. They represent the Sokol Greater Cleveland Czech Cultural Center, an organization dedicated to advancement of the Czech heritage through numerous activities, including gymnastic competitions and athletic programs for all ages.
And here's the Romanian Garden. Welcome, friends of the Romanian Cultural Gardens. Members marching in traditional Romanian costumes. Make sure you visit the garden to learn more about the great composer George Enescu, considered Romania's greatest musician. Did you know that the oldest Romanian church parish in America was founded in 1904 right here in Cleveland, St. Mary Romanian Orthodox Church on Warren Road. And here we have the Colombian Garden, one of the new in-progress gardens led by the Ohio Colombian Foundation, Colombians in Cleveland. They are pleased to show their presence and pride in their heritage as part of the Cleveland community fabric. The group recently celebrated the July 20th Independence Day holiday. Did you know that the catalyst for independence from Spain was the flower vase incident, when a vase was smashed and the revolt began? Welcome, Colombian Garden.
So this is supposed to be like
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay, good. It's not the same.
And let's say hello to the Slovenian Garden. Our longtime friends from the Slovenian Garden are here with us in their cultural attire. Originally, this was the Yugoslav Garden, but with the fall of Yugoslavia, it became the Slovenian Garden. Cleveland has more people of Slovenian heritage than anywhere in the world outside of the capital of Slovenia.
Welcome, Poland. The Polish Garden was dedicated in 1934 with the planting of an elm tree from Poland. Poles were one of Cleveland's largest nationality groups in the 20th century. Some arrived even earlier. The Polish Garden has a bust of cultural figures, including John Paul II. Welcome. Welcome to the Polish dancers. The British Cultural Gardens are coming up next, dedicated back in 1916, the Shakespeare bust, and the Shakespeare Garden originated as part of a worldwide celebration of the 300th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. It became the British Garden and was the first of the cultural gardens. Welcome.
Welcome the Russian Garden. Russian Cultural Gardens group of enthusiasts started actively pursuing the establishment of the new garden 10 years ago. Now it's one of the most actively developing gardens. Dedicated in 2018, the Russian Garden lets visitors enjoy the beautiful alleys where you can learn about 108 cultural heroes whose names are engraved on a Walk of Fame. As a sign of solidarity with the people of Ukraine, the flag of Russia was taken down from the garden by the Russian community. Next up, we have the Finnish Garden, and it was dedicated in 1958. So be sure to stop by to learn about Finnish contributions to the world, such as the sauna, wind turbines, ice skates. Oh, and we love this, Nokia phones, and my son would love this one, Angry Birds.
Welcome, Mexico. Led by the Mexican Committee of Cleveland, this is one of the new in-progress gardens. Look at that fabulous attire. While many think of Cinco de Mayo as the biggest Mexican holiday, Constitution Day, Independence Day, and others are more national holidays, while Cinco de Mayo is more regional.
Up next, we have the Serbian Garden, dedicated on October 5th, 2008. The Serbian Cultural Garden features a central plaza with marble cube and circular concrete seating. The plaza contains the garden's message, "Only unity saves the Serbs." The Serbian Garden has more busts of women than any other garden, along with the busts of famous Serbs such as Nikola Tesla. They also have famous women such as Bela Mark, who was the wife of Albert Einstein, and many say was just as brilliant, if not more. Welcome to our friends from Turkey. Make sure you stop by the Turkish Garden today. Many think of Holland when they think of tulips, but in fact, tulips are actually native to Turkey. Tulips are the national flower of the Republic of Turkey, with a history going back to its Ottoman roots. Many cultivated varieties of tulips were widely grown in Turkey long before they were brought to Holland from Turkey in the 16th century. Me. Up next, we have the Azerbaijani Garden. It was dedicated in May 12th of 2008. The inscription on the stone in the garden says, "Azerbaijan, the land of eternal fire, ignites the imagination, warms the spirit, and kindles the soul." The whole sculpture is a rounded funnel structure made of 8 tons of highly polished stainless steel. Let's all give the Albanian Garden a big welcome. The Albanian Garden was dedicated in 1912, and the President of Albania was in attendance. The highlight of the first phase of the Albanian Cultural Garden is the large statue of the beloved humanitarian and sister of the poor, Mother Teresa. Welcome, Albanian Garden.
Pink. 46. 46. Yep.
Welcome, Brazil! Woo! Brazilians in Cleveland is a charitable nonprofit founded in 2017 to promote Brazilian culture in Northeast Ohio and to welcome newcomers from Brazil to the area. This 501c3 prides itself on giving back to the local community and back in Brazil, in addition to hosting welcoming events centered around, ooh, you have to love this, food, music, and culture. Join this group in celebration of Brazilian culture with some samba and smiles.
And hello to the Swiss. Another first-time participant is the Swiss community. The United Swiss Society of Cleveland is an organization of people of Swiss descent. It was incorporated for the purpose of organizing, promotion, and teaching of gymnastics on a local, state, and national level to encourage participation in the traditions of Switzerland as well as those developed locally. They annually provide scholarships to Ohio universities with gymnastics programs and to AAU gymnastics. They celebrate Swiss National Day every August 1st with an outdoor gathering with food, accordion music, and video speeches. Welcome, Swiss Garden. And hello, Argentina! We are so happy to welcome the Argentina community, welcome to Cleveland. You are first-time participants. Hello. The community recently celebrated Argentina's Independence Day in July and look forward to being more involved in the Cleveland Cultural Gardens. Hello and welcome. We hope to see you for many more One World Day festivals.
Argentina! 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 Nice to meet you.
And welcome to the Syrian Garden. The Syrian Cultural Garden joined the Cleveland Cultural Garden family with an official launch celebration on Sunday, May 29, 2011. There is a large replica of the famous Arch of Palmyra in the Syrian Garden. Sadly, ISIS destroyed the original arch in Syria, but we
the Netherlands and the Dutch representatives of the Netherlands that are marching today are part of a growing Dutch community in Northeast Ohio.
Detail. Halt. Left. Face.
We now welcome Sabrina Bauman, who will sing our national anthem. If you'd all please rise.
Detail. Breathe that. Up.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Sabrina. That was a beautiful, beautiful performance. And thank you to the City of Cleveland Color Guard. Thank you very much for coming today and posting the colors. I'm Sheila Murphy Crawford. I'm the past president of the Cleveland Cultural Garden Federation, and I'd like to introduce you to the current president, Dr. Wael Curry from the Syrian Garden. Dr. Curry.
Welcome to the 76th One World Day. Wasn't it a great festival today? Not only we had 50 countries or communities represented, but the number of people in each community is maybe 10 times what it used to be. So this is very nice. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming and thank you for being here. This annual event is a celebration of the cultural heritage of the many ethnic communities in Cleveland. It's a celebration of unity in diversity, a celebration of harmony among people who make up the wonderful mosaic of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. It's a celebration that allows us to live by our motto, peace through mutual understanding. International music, dance, art, and food come alive together throughout 35 gardens and among 80 monuments dedicated to cultural figures from all over the world. 10 more communities are working on having new gardens. We welcome them, and we hope for more to come. We want to open the park to representation from all 5 continents. We're very excited to open it to Asians, Africans, and Latin American people. We're very excited about the Colombians and Mexicans joining, and we need more and more. The city of Cleveland opened a year ago 16 new lots for new gardens. So we need to fill them and fill them beautifully. There is nothing like this in the whole world. 5 years ago, the Federation took on the project of building up the Centennial Peace Plaza where you are now. And we were successful in doing it in record time. We wanted to have a gathering place for people of the world. And now we have it. We're holding wonderful collection of international music and dancing events in the weekends. So please join us with your families. This is our second season, and it's been going great. We will continue to support our gardens to allow them to thrive and grow. We are looking forward to expanding our reach into more educational activities for students in schools and colleges. We want to expand our social media reach. We want to strengthen our relation with the neighboring communities. And we look forward to having more people in our region hiking, biking, and learning along the way. We want to make this park a major destination in Northeast Ohio. I want to thank the City of Cleveland for their support for the gardens over the years. They are critical for enhancing the infrastructure of the park, and we look forward to their continued work on enhancing the amenities that we have and that we need. The cultural gardens are the jewel park in the city. Thank you, Mayor Bibb. Thank you very much for being here today and supporting the garden. I want to extend a great gratitude to the Executive Board of the Federation, a dedicated group of individuals who worked very hard over the years to grow and promote the gardens. I want to thank our advisory board for their counsel. We have distinguished people here, Mr. Dick Pogue, Mr. Cleveland. Raise your hand, please. Thank you for your support. Alex Machaski, thank you for your support. Jules Belkin, I don't know if Jules is here. Thank you. Thank you to all the board members who are here. Thank you for the 3 vice presidents. Thank you, Tom Turkley, Mehmet Genscher, and Svetlana. Where's Svetlana? Is she here? Okay, thank you. I want to thank the entire team of One More Day, led by Mr. Johnny Wu, Mrs. Sheila Murphy Crawford, and Mr. Tom Turkley, and our one and only Dan Hansen. Who doesn't know Dan Hansen in the city here? He's the great media person. He's the great lover of Cleveland and the ethnic communities. I want to thank our executive director, Ms. Lori Ashik, for her hard work and dedication, and welcome the new development manager, Ms. Jennifer Fairlbend. I want to thank the countless volunteers who helped us throughout the year and during One More Day. I want to thank all the vendors or the families from Cleveland and out of town who joined us today. I want to thank our major supporters in the last few years: the City of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County Council, Holden Trust, the Cleveland Foundation, Gund Foundation, Park Foundation, ODNR, the Sewer District, and many other generous individuals. We value our relations with Global Cleveland, Cleveland Council on World Affairs, Destination Cleveland, and the Cleveland Orchestra, among others. A special thank you to KeyBank, our sponsor of One More Day this year. Please enjoy your day and be part of the Cultural Garden's future. We ask you to join, participate, volunteer, and build new gardens. Thank you for coming. I am very honored today to have Mayor Bibb join us and say a few words. He brought energy and young blood and total dedication to the city and the growth of the city. So we're honored to have you.
Thank you, everybody. On behalf of the city of Cleveland, I just want to thank all the organizers for making this event possible. Our 76th One World Day in the great city of Cleveland, Ohio. Let's give them another round of applause. And I have to say, as I was walking in the parade, I couldn't help but think about the opportunity we have. Mic it out. Hold on. You gotta work on this mic. Can you hear me now? Yeah. There we go. I couldn't help but think about how great this would be if we closed down MLK Boulevard and the cultural gardens every year, more than once a year. How about that?
Yeah!
So, I have my head of city planning here. We're taking copious notes to make that a reality sometime in the future of Cleveland. You know, if you didn't know this, today is the 59th anniversary of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. And so I want you to just take a moment, pause and reflect and look around this theater here this afternoon of the beauty of diversity we have right here today. This is an embodiment of Dr. King's dream right here. So know, as the mayor of this great city, we want to continue to fight for diversity, continue to fight for inclusion, and make sure we can show the world what inclusion looks like, not just in Ohio, but across the nation. So again, thank you so much. Enjoy the last week of summer. Hope to see you soon again. God bless you all.
I'm Becky Talley. I am a Senior Vice President and Regional Retail Leader for East Ohio for KeyBank. And it's really just so great to see so many of you here today enjoying our beautiful cultural gardens, which is actually one of Northeast Ohio's oldest and most beautiful treasures. On this One World Day, we are celebrating the diversity that makes us unique, makes us great, and makes us one. On behalf of all of us at KeyBank, I'd like to extend a special welcome to the new citizens that were sworn in today at the nationalization ceremony. You are now part of our story, of our nation, and of our great city of Cleveland, and we are so glad that you're here. A long-standing commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion is really part of our DNA fabric at KeyBank. We value diversity, are committed to equity, and foster inclusion throughout our business, from the teammates that we hire, the clients we serve, the suppliers we use, and the communities that welcome us. Since 2017, KeyBank has made investments totaling more than $1 billion in Northeast Ohio as part of our National Community Benefits Plan. This plan actually supports low to moderate income individuals and neighborhoods through lending for affordable housing, small business, mortgages, as well as transformative philanthropy. Recently, we just announced that we increased our national community benefits commitment to $40 billion. $40 billion. And our investment will continue to focus on economic access and equity for the underserved. We believe building a better world starts at home, and each investment that we've made in Northeast Ohio is making a difference. When our neighborhoods succeed, we all succeed. So thanks for joining KeyBank in our One World Day at our cultural gardens. Enjoy the day, and most of all, enjoy each other. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your support. I want to welcome Mr. Ron Richard, the president of the Cleveland Foundation. As you know, it's the major foundation in the city. The foundation, through Mr. Richard, has been a leading supporter of the Garden and the Gardens Federation. They were on day one supporting building up this plaza and building up the staffing of the organization and engaging in art projects and art programming and educational programming. So please, Ron, thank you for being here and thank you for your support over the years.
Our great pleasure. Hello, everyone. You enjoying this beautiful day? Good. Well, I know it's really hot, so I'll be short. America is a great country, and Cleveland is a great city. And the reason that America is great and the reason that Cleveland is great is our people. Our people that came from so many other countries, for the immigrants that came to this country both willingly and unwillingly. The African Americans that came here in the Great Migration from the South, and all of our citizens that came from so many other countries fleeing war or poverty or just looking for a better opportunity. This is what makes America great. I studied Latin for 3 years in high school, and I don't remember any of it except learning what e pluribus unum meant. I remember our Latin teacher pulling out a $5 bill or whatever it was and saying, "You've seen this 1,000 times, do you know what it means?" And what it means is Latin for from many into one. That's America's strength. It's always been America's strength. It's always going to be America's strength. So thank you for coming out and celebrating not just our diversity, but more importantly, our unity. All these people who love each other, who've come from so many different cultures and traditions, melding into what makes Cleveland and America great. So I'm so deeply grateful to the Federation for all that you do to remind us of that every day of the year. So thank you so much, and I'm sure we're all looking forward to hearing these wonderful young people play those beautiful instruments in a minute or two.
Thank you very much. Last word about Sheila. Sheila, please. Sheila was the past president, and he got me stuck in this position. I call her the mother superior of the gardens. Isn't she great? She inspired the first idea about building the Centennial Peace Plaza. So she gets a big credit for that. Thank you for all the years of service. Thank you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the music, dancing all over the park and here at the plaza. Have a good time.